Hello, good morning. How's everybody doing today? Make sure I keep my hand out of the way of that damn covering the speaker up. I'm gonna cover up the speaker this morning.
You're mad about that.
Yes, I am. Too bad about it sometimes. That's what happens when you're holding your phone. Be like, oh my gosh, I need to find that little thing that we found the other day. That I don't need it, but yeah, make things more stable. How's everybody doing this morning? Good morning, good morning, good morning. Wow, that car's from Colorado. That thing made it from Colorado? Hello, Rob. How are you, buddy? It's a beautiful day in the neighborhood. In the neighborhood. Looks like it's going to be a beautiful day here today. We're probably going to reach right about 70 degrees today. No, I didn't get a horse barn. Yeah, that's what I was talking about. So I don't have to set and hold it and all that good stuff. That way I'm not pinching off the damn speaker and all that shit. Must be too early in the morning for people. I don't see many people coming in. Well, it is just barely in California, barely 6 o'clock. This month is almost over with. Ain't that nice? That this month is almost over with. Hello, Alyssa. He looks like somebody from Colorado.
Saying nothing.
Well, right at the moment, I am sitting in a parking lot. That's what I'm doing. That's what I'm doing right at the moment. Here, let's dump that. I like that jacket.
Thank you.
I know it. Can't wait for your taxes to hit. Hello, who knows? How are you? Well, that's good to know, I guess. That happens a lot. Just sitting here watching the day go by, I guess, or the morning, I should say. Not the day yet, but just definitely the morning. No worries. I don't get excited about stuff too much, and hell, I think we all get that way. So I guess everybody's kind of wondering what we're going to do today. Well, got to make another trip down to the sheriff's department today. Yep, that's always fun. Not really. No, not really fun at all. And don't worry, I will be recording all of that. Uh, always do. Yes. Got to go down there and file another report. Ain't that just lovely? No wonder people get frustrated with court cases and things like that and everything. They bury you in so much paperwork and everything. I mean, just tons of damn paperwork that you have to go through, and that, which is kind of, but I guess they got to have paperwork for everything. Same thing we do every day, Pinky. Take over the world. Yeah. It's funny when you start looking into things and that. Oh, yes, by the way, I've got to see if I can pick up the body cam footage today. I need to go get that flash drive too. Uh,
Pick up that paperwork.
yeah. It's funny, and that when you go to looking, you know, they said they couldn't find the law enforcement officer that was on there. Well, I'm gonna go pick up his body cam footage because guess what? I found him, and all I done was uh stop the video where he was standing the right way, took a screenshot of it, blowed it up, and I got his name. Well, I put his name in Google last night, and you'd be surprised what Google will tell you just with a name, just a name. And yeah, so in a small town in Tennessee, what do you think the average income for a law enforcement officer is? Just take a wild guess. What's the average income for law enforcement officer in Tennessee in a small town? No, not even that close. Average income for a small town local law enforcement is right about 55,000 a year. So, with that being said, how does somebody that's making roughly, give or take, 50 to 55,000 a year afford a $300,000 home on a law enforcement salary, married and raising kids? Yeah, that's pretty low. So, which brings me to my next point. How hard would it be to convince said officer A, Q, and B to be a little sneaky? You know what I'm saying? Pad them pockets a little bit. Now, I'm not saying that's what's going on, but you know, do the math. I mean, if you're raising a family and you need a little extra help, and all that good stuff, you know. And I always laugh when they say, "Well, we don't work on a per diem." Oh, yes, you do. Sure, they do. Because if you get more arrests and you have a bigger crime rate, what happens? You get more funding. Does that make sense? You get more funding. But who benefits from that funding? Hmm. And how do they benefit from it? I know people thinks that uh I'm talking about conspiracy theories and stuff, but numbers, paperwork, and things like that, in most cases, don't lie. And even if they do lie, they're still leaving a trail somewhere. Right? Absolutely, Rob. Love you too, kid. Oh, look, it's a Tesla. I'm being recorded. Should I tell them to turn their cameras off? They've got 6 cameras on that car. I don't want to be filmed. You do police work? Who knows? There's nothing wrong with that. Like I said, I don't hate cops. I don't hate law enforcement.
I'll be right back.
Oh, they've got an emergency tag or an e-tag on their
Yeah.
car. He looks like a lawyer.
Does that surprise you?
No,
Not around here.
not at all. Oh yeah. How's your brother doing? So yeah, ladies and gentlemen, we've got to go do that this morning. We got to go down to the police department as soon as Dad gets done with his doctor's appointment this morning. I had a doctor's appointment yesterday, and all that good stuff, which was fun, I guess. I'm on some antibiotics. I feel better today after starting a dose of antibiotics last night. Uh, I have uh, sinus infection, and and of all damn things, an impacted wisdom tooth. Of all the damn things, never heard of such. I didn't even know such a thing existed. An impacted wisdom tooth. So they told me as soon as that infection clears up, I need to look into having that wisdom tooth pulled because it's going to continue to give me problems. Which I didn't know your freaking wisdom teeth are connected to your sinus cavities and all that shit. I didn't even know all that, but yeah, apparently they are. Somehow or another, it's all tied into the nasal sinus. Yeah. Uh, Cavity BS and stuff. Huh? Well, he's 18. He can do what he wants to. Yep. I'm learning something new from this all the time, as we go further and further. And, you know, I just, I can't believe, you know, at some of the dumb shit some of the dumb laws that they're there and things that you have to do to get around it and everything. Uh, Definitely opened my eyes about a few things for sure. Here, let me turn my camera on so you guys can see me this morning. Maybe there we go. As you can tell, I'm sitting in my car waiting on Dad. You know, like some of the stuff that Dad's lost and everything, and Miss Elizabeth lost, and that probably won't even be covered in a civil suit because it's hard to prove the value of things like clothes and stuff like that. Because you had unless you kept all your damn receipts, there's no way you can prove. You know what I mean? And then you have to go buy like it. Well, what would it cost you to replace them? And that well, how much? Because in a civil suit, they don't want to know what each individual piece of clothing would have cost. They want to know basically in a bulk amount what you lost and everything, and that's how they determine the dollar amount. What would it take you monetarily to replace all the clothing? And then you have to take into consideration if you go to a thrift store or something like that, you know what I'm saying? Can you get it at a cheaper price and everything else? Regardless if you bought it new 5 years ago or 2 months ago or even a day ago, and that. So it's crazy how that stuff adds up. And like like your appliances and stuff like that. They only give you like you have, you know, it's nuts. I don't even know what to say. It's just nuts. It's crazy that to file some kind of a report or to get something, you just about the laws and everything just to get something done, and it's ridiculous. Why is the criminal justice system protecting the criminals? Well, my father went into the hospital on December 30th. He spent approximately 33 days in the hospital. And while he was in the hospital, my sister claimed residency and everything. And when we went to go get his stuff because he was not allowed to stay there anymore because and everything, she wouldn't let him in the house and has taken everything my father has owned. He has nothing. He lost everything that he owns. His whole life completely just changed forever. So now he's having to live with me and my wife until he can find something else. He's 73 years old and everything. State agencies and things like that won't help uh, and everything. It's just been a pain in the ass. And you know, his firearm was stolen and everything else and that. Oh yeah, it's definitely a joke. Uh, you know, it's sad when they treat the victim worse than what the criminal's actually done to you. You know. Rob says, "Hi, Mary."
Hi, Rob.
We can't get no help. I started a GoFundMe for Dad. It's posted in several videos and links and stuff, and nobody's donated. Uh, and I'm not gonna lie, it's put a strain on me and Mary. But what am I supposed to do? What are we supposed to do? Ain't that right, hon? We can't throw my dad out. He's 73 years
No,
old. You know what I mean?
not gonna happen.
We were just talking about taxes a while ago before on the way up here about how yeah, that's a whole new can of worms. So now, like today, because of other stuff that are missing and everything, we got to go back down there, wait for another law enforcement to come back down. I've got to go pick up the body cam footage from this other officer. That's a dark horse. That's a pretty Mustang.
Yeah, it is.
I love the dark horse. We have to wait for that. So that's another $20 I have to pay out to that I don't have. I don't even know where I'm going to get it to pick up the body cam footage. And then we'll have to pay another $5 to get a copy of the fucking police report. And then to take it over to the court, that's another filing fee. I mean, it's just where's the justice for the victim? Oh boy, that is a pretty Mustang.
Yeah, it is.
And it's crazy how the system works. And instead of and it's been made difficult because the two officers that showed up and with the other one and everything has made it difficult because they didn't do what they were supposed to do. And so now we're having to do their job. Are we going to get paid for their salary? No. So we're having to jump through every fucking little hoop and everything because they don't want to do their job. Not only did they not want to do their job, they were very condescending. And yeah, but we're the citizens of the problem because they think that we're not smart enough to know what we're talking about. Correct. So, back to blue till it happens to you. Now, don't get it twisted. I've got some friends that are in law enforcement, and they're good. They're good people. Ain't never done cross me the wrong way. But it's sad when they threaten to take the victims to jail for voicing their opinion. You better calm down or I'll take you to jail. The people that have had their whole lives ruined and everything, they want to put them in torture cuffs and haul them off to the dungeon. Put them in jail. You're a victim, and I'm going to make you feel even more like a victim. Yeah, well, they swear to uphold the Constitution, but how many cops, how many law enforcement officers know the Constitution? They stand up there like a bunch of robots and just cite off whatever that guy's saying, and they don't have any clue. No clue at all. And if you speak out or give an opinion, you're anti-government, or you're a soft citizen, or you're a troublemaker. Well, I'm not a soft citizen, and I'm not a troublemaker, and I don't hate the government. I hate bad government.
And I'm just a little bitch.
I hate bad policing. But a lot of people don't want to hear that. They're not, they're people are trained. We're sheep. We're supposed to follow the master, the flock master. We're little sheep, and we're supposed to just bow down and do whatever we're told to do and everything. And if you don't agree with what they say, and that you're a bad person. Exactly. I'm no sheep either. But they try to spin it to fit their narrative. Well, you're a bad guy. You done something wrong. You got a speeding ticket, so that makes you just as bad as the people. No, it don't. People make mistakes.
You're not human if you don't.
And they make it so hard, or they look at you stupid. Look at that big old doggy.
Oh my God.
He's drooling down the side of the window. That's great. They make it hard for the average citizen and that to even get paperwork because it don't fit everybody's narrative, and you have to, just like I said, just about be a damn, you just about have to be a damn lawyer to get the paperwork and everything, which you're legally entitled to because it's a matter of public record. Why do I have to pay a fee for something that pertains to me? You're right. Who knows? You're exactly right. I don't disagree with that. We were just talking about shit like that. Look, they tax you to death on everything, you know? You got to pay taxes on a house and property that you buy. You got to pay taxes when you buy a car. You have to pay taxes to register the car. You have to pay taxes to get married. You have to pay taxes for this. You have to pay taxes for that. My God, I'm taxed to fucking death. How am I supposed to live? Pay taxes on everything. And who benefits from it? Not us. We don't benefit from it. Oh well, we hire law enforcement to keep you safe. Stop fussing, nightmares. You're being protected by the best police force in around. Bullshit. But we love you, nightmares. We'll protect and serve till the criminals come shooting at you, and then we'll run and hide behind our cars and fuck you if you're dead. It's true. Officer safety, because they want to go home to their family. Well, hell, I want to go home to my family too. I don't want to be shot by some blue line thug. How about citizen safety? You're the ones that took an oath to protect and serve. You're the ones that wanted that job. Don't get mad at me because I need your help. But see, you know, if you disagree with their narrative and that, you're wrong. I'm not saying I'm always right, but if I'm paying tax dollars for you to protect and serve, by God, that's what you're going to do. You don't see when somebody signs up for the military and in most cases they get overseas and everything and they run the other way. Well, I didn't want to fight with you. I got a family to go home to. They don't get that choice. Did you know that I would say on average 35% of the law enforcement that show up to a call automatically think you're at fault? It's true. No matter whether you're the victim or not, you're automatically at fault. They're going to find some reason for the victim to be at fault. Oh, well, you provoked them. Or well, why didn't you do this? Or they tell you, well, that's a civil matter. We can't do nothing about that. We can't do anything. Oh, you got a missing gun? Have you got the serial numbers? Do you know that right off the top of your head? Because you're supposed to know that shit. You're supposed to memorize all your TV serial numbers and all your appliances right then. Instead of taking the fucking report like they're supposed to, they're like, we can't do nothing about it. And then they wonder why citizens are mad. They wonder why people like me are mad. They wonder why people like our veterans are mad. Why are we mad, people? Why? Because fucking government is not doing their job. They're not doing what they took an oath to do or elected to do. And then when you speak out, you're the bad guy.
What are you doing?
Knocking shit over.
Yeah, scared the hell out of me too. I'm glad I went in and went pee. Pissed all over myself.
Right? And look, some of the people that were already here have done left because they didn't like what I'm talking about. Well, that's okay. You don't have to agree with me. But statistics and numbers don't lie. Do the work. Do the math. But nightmares. You're causing problems. You're not solving the problem. You gotta look at it this way. Sometimes there's casualties and it benefits. It works itself out in the long run. Bullshit. Nobody should be a casualty. I'm not saying that law enforcement should be judge and jury either, but when you're hired or elected to do a job, that's what you should do. How many people working, if you showed up at your job and the boss is paying you and you just say, hey, I'm not doing it that way. I'm going to do it the way I want to. Whether I'm right or not, I'm going to do it my way and you're supposed to like it. You're going to like it and I'm still going to get paid for it, but I don't care how you want it done. I'm going to do it my way, whether I'm right or wrong. Rob said it's too early for math. Well, I'm going to tell you something. I've learned something over the last little bit, guys. I'm madder than hell. I'm tired of the way the government is run, and then they use the excuse, well, there's nothing we can do. Because I got a cup of coffee and a donut to chase down, and I got milk in the car, and that's more important than your shit. If you watch the body cam footage from the lieutenant, you heard the one officer say, I got milk in the car. I've got to go. His fucking milk was more important than taking a report from my father. Whether they agreed or disagreed with it, his milk was more important. So our taxpayers' dollars, guys, is paying for this guy to be concerned about his milk. His milk. Because that's more important. Exactly. Why the fuck is he using the taxpayer's vehicle to on duty to buy fucking milk? Exactly. My question, my point exactly. Uh, oh, well, he was probably going getting off duty and he stopped by the store before the call come in and he didn't have time. He had to run by there. If he was off duty, why the fuck did he stop? He wasn't even supposed to be on the call. And like I said, they wonder why citizens are mad. I know why I'm mad. I know why the video that we posted, unedited and everything, over 130,000 views. Why those people are mad, the ones that have made the comments, I know why they're mad. Because it wasn't hard to see that they didn't want to do their job. And no matter how polite I was, or how polite my mother was, or how polite my father or my wife or anybody else there, they'd already made up their mind that fuck you, we'll do what we want, and we're going to side with her, and it's up to you to figure it the hell out. It's true. Because that's what we've had to do, ain't that right, hon?
Yep.
We've had to go search for the paperwork, and we've had to file reports. And that basically what they could have done, and we could have already had everything in motion to help my father. Even if he wins the lawsuit, guys, you know what? He's not going to get anything. Because you can't bleed a turnip. True story. So Dad and everybody that was there has lost everything. My sister, that was, her guitar was there, that her father gave her, lost. Probably in a pawn shop or some back room somewhere where they traded it for rugs. And these criminals get by with it because they know there's little loopholes around things that will get them off. And especially when the cops are giving them alibis. Right or wrong, huh? Cops giving them alibis. Oh, you're in a bad neighborhood. Anybody just walk right up here and steal it right off your porch. Well, I don't know that somebody didn't come in here while she was gone and kick the door in. Well, thank you for giving her an alibi, dumbass. Thank you for giving her legal advice. We appreciate you helping the criminal further victimize the victim. We appreciate that. And they wonder why, like I said, why we're mad. Why are we mad, folks? I'll tell you why. Because I'm tired of my mother, my father being taken advantage of. I'm tired of your brother, your sister being taken advantage of. Your mother, your father being taken advantage of for no reason. It could happen to you. What if it was your parents? What if it's you? You just go in the hospital and that, and then they taking somebody just move right in and they just rob you blind, and the cops tell you it's a civil matter. because they've been there more than 30 days or they got mail there. And because you were in the hospital, you no longer live here. Get made homeless by going into the hospital. Ain't that something? You go into the hospital, damn near die, and come out and you're made homeless. The cops tell you can't come back here, even though you paid rent for 9 years or whatever, and you're the victim. You're the bad guy.
He loses everything.
And lose everything. Absolutely loses everything.
Even his clothes.
Even his clothes, his TV, stuff that belonged to his brother who is deceased. He'll never be able to get back, and everything. Sentimental stuff that you can't replace. You can't put a value on it. Pictures. Gosh, that sounds good.
Yeah, it does.
Vroom, vroom. And they tell you, you're supposed to follow the law. You're not supposed to, you know what I mean? But you do everything the right way, and you have lazy people who don't want to do their job. They like the pay, they want to be paid for it, but they're just looking for the easy way out. They're like, nope, man, no, that's a civil matter. We're not even going to take a report on it. Well, I don't know that. Didn't have a bedroom in this place, is what he said.
Yeah.
I don't have a bedroom in this place. But if you beat the hell out of somebody for stealing from you, guess what? You'll have a bedroom in their place. It's true.
Yep. But nightmares. I sense a lot of anger out of you today. Well, yeah. I wonder why.
I wonder why I'm angry. And if you're not angry or upset about it, you're part of the problem. Because it's not just my father and my mother that was done wrong. It could be your father and mother that's done wrong.
Yep.
Or any family member. Remember, back to blue until it happens to you. Then it's an injustice, right? Or have a law enforcement officer come up and violate your rights on your own property over a citation. When there shouldn't have never been a citation issued. It was all bullshit. Because there again, lazy government didn't want to do their job. What's up, Indiana? How's it going, buddy? Good to see you. I'm on my soapbox this morning. I wonder if we took an independent survey and asked people what their top 10 or top 5 fears in the United States is, I bet probably, I'd say probably 36% would say they'd be afraid of being shot by law enforcement. I'd almost bet money on it. 36%, I bet, would say they're afraid of being shot by police or beaten up by police. Number may even be higher, but I'm just saying on average, I think 36% of the United States population would say that. And for all you negative people out there, and I'm sure there's somebody watching and screen recording and all that good stuff, and I hope you are. Just know, let me put it this like out there like this. I don't hate law enforcement. I don't hate government. I hate bad police. I hate people that don't want to do what they're supposed to do. Am I a saint? Nope, I'm not. But with that being said, if I have to adhere to the laws and I do what I'm supposed to do, how come it is when they're supposed to do their job, they don't have to obey or the laws and they just make up what they want to fit their narrative and shit for their benefit? Police can legally lie to you to get a confession out of you. Isn't that coercement? No, no, because the law says that they can do it. They can legally lie to you. And they legally lie to you about other things too. Go watch the footage that I put up. You'll see. Before last year, I didn't have a camera up around my house except for one. I didn't have a dash cam in my car and everything. But that all changed last year. Now I have cameras all around my house. I have a dash cam in my car, and I carry 2 phones. One with service and one to record with, because I don't want to be the next victim. And you know, people are saying, well, you just posted that for clicks and views, blah, blah, blah. No. You know when's the last time we got paid by YouTube? April of last year, almost a year ago. April 21st of last year is when we got paid by YouTube. I'm not doing this for clicks and views. What I am doing it for and everything is to get a story out there, and people have made for sure that's happened. People have been watching, and they don't like it. They don't like it at all. I don't have to make up false narratives and spin a story and everything. Especially when the truth is right there. Man, I'll tell you what. I don't like to come on here and have to be angry, you know. But I have a feeling that if we don't stay angry, shit ain't gonna get done. It's true. And everybody's like, well, you should have done this or they should have done that. And well, it's easy to say something like that now. That don't change the fact of what's happened. It don't change the fact that regardless of what they should have done or shouldn't have done and everything, that don't change the fact of what's already happened, does it? Because that's easy to say once it's already happened. Well, you should have, you should have let them move in there, or you shouldn't make a list of everything you own. Yeah, I should have got up this morning and found $100 laying out in the yard too, but that didn't happen either. So in case y'all wondering what I'm looking at, I'll show you. I'm watching the highway over there. I'm always constantly looking. You never know. Somebody may hear me sitting here in the car talking and call the law on me. It could happen. You know, you never know. I'm always watching my six. You have to. Does that mean I'm paranoid? I guess. But buddy, I tell you what, if you keep your head on a swivel, you'll see what's going on around you and shit. I always try to keep my head on a swivel. There you're sitting here asleep. Oh, might as well. There ain't nothing else to do. I'm planning on, guys. I think. I don't know. I'm not gonna say that yet because I don't know what. Yeah. Guys, you can become a member if you'd like. It's only 99 cents to become a member of the channel. Uh, really does help support what we're trying to do. Uh, you know, this live's not monetized because of my language, and it's not very ad friendly. So most of my lives don't get monetized anyway. because I use free speech, and it's not always very nice. That's the problem. People and speech is being limited. That's okay to have free speech as long as you're not slandering somebody, making up false allegations against somebody and that. Yeah, but like I said, you can become a member, super chat if you want to. You don't have to. Like I said, that's not why we do it. It's just nice when people do. Appreciated, but not expected. Uh, like I said, I'm working on some other stuff too. I'm working on a video. It's hard for me to get it the way I want it because I get frustrated and I start over. But yeah, I was talking with somebody about that the other day. I seen a video of this guy that had his car burned because of free speech. Imagine somebody hates you so much that they destroy your property. Ain't that something? Well, that guy's an asshole and he pissed people off. Okay. So what if he's an asshole and he pissed people off? They don't give you the right to torch his car. But hey, that happens. I'm an asshole too sometimes, but I still wouldn't want nobody to destroy something that I've worked hard for, you know, just because somebody didn't like what I said. Rob, I haven't really had time to watch anything lately, buddy. I mean, I probably should, but I've been so focused on this with my dad and everything, and I'm not gonna say I'm obsessed with it, but I've just been really trying to figure everything out and trying to get him helped. Uh, it's crazy, 100% crazy. Is that guy gonna hit that guy in the parking lot? That guy probably don't even care. Probably don't care if he bumps into somebody. That's a nice truck. Can you get it between the lines, guy? Nope. You're going to take up two parking spaces. Yep, that's what he's going to do. Take up two parking spots. Oh, well. Maybe I should run and call the law because he's going to take up two parking spots. Now, how stupid does that sound? I'm going to call people with a gun and badge because some guy's going to take up two parking spots. Oh, my God. His trailer hitch moved the mulch an inch and a half. Jesus. I don't know, man. I know what everybody's thinking. Well, damn, he's running out of things to say. No, it's not that I've run out of things to say. Why should I keep riding a dead horse? You know, ain't no sense in keep repeating the same thing over and over. If you haven't got my point by now, you're not going to. Well, as soon as my dad gets done, I'm gonna go. We're gonna go down there and see if we can't get some stuff done. Get a police report filed and all that good stuff. Hopefully, I don't get arrested today. Safety and security, West Carroll Special School District. Damn, almost looks like a police vehicle. Okay. Oh, nothing wrong with that. We're gonna try to have a big yard sale this weekend, and everything Saturday. Hopefully, I don't think we'll have any problems. Maybe we'll raise some money. Got to do something. Maybe I'll just video with. Well, it'll be on my security cameras. I don't know how big of a deal it'll be, but we'll see. We got a lot of stuff to sell from the storage units over the winter and everything. But yeah, Thursday I've got to bring a lot of that stuff out and clean it and all that good shit. Make sure it's presentable to sell. So that should be fun. But Kia, maybe law enforcement should go to using Kias for for police vehicles. Wouldn't that be something? Could you imagine being chased down in a Kia? Their SUV type. Their and that. I think that'd be funny. Oh no, that lady's windows too tint is too dark. I should call the cops. Factory window tinting, and people get the cops and get mad about factory window tinting. That because that's a thing. There we go. You just look at me sideways or tilted or whatever. I'm tired of holding that silly thing. But nightmares. You need a gimbal. Well, I can't afford a gimbal right now, so yeah. So what everybody else gonna do today? What kind of fun are you gonna get into? Oh no, I signed into public Wi-Fi. Mainly because I don't care. I'm not doing anything I shouldn't be doing. Sorry, I had to look at something real quick. That's why I connected my other phone. Yay, we're almost at 16,000 subs. That's pretty cool. I was checking my Facebook notifications about the yard sale, and we're having see how many people's made an interest or whatever. Maybe we'll get a good turnout. That's what you should do, guys, is give positive vibes for that, because that'll help us out a lot. And uh, Yeah, help with some stuff. Been a rough month, let me tell you. Been a rough month. It's been a long day without you, my friend. Had to crack these windows. It's starting to get a little warm in here. Supposed to be close to 70 here today. I think that's what it said. That's 55 degrees right now. Yeah, it's supposed to be close to 70. Actually, they're calling for it to be 70 degrees. But hey, that's cool. Nothing wrong with that. Nothing wrong with that. Yeah, and that's another thing. It's hard to find a lawyer that'll take a civil case, and when they do, they want bukus of money up front, unless there's some shady ass guy that's probably going to be only in it for his interest or hers, whichever the case may be. Because that's the story of my life. I feel you, buddy. We are too. We're on a very fixed income too. That's why it's been so hard for us. Been very difficult for us. Don't scrap, save, and borrow. Ouch. Well, Dad's been in there for a long time.
Yeah.
That's one thing I dislike about this StreamYard. It don't really tell me exactly how many people are in here. Showing 2 people. Sometimes it'll say 5 or 6. Jesus. Huh?
Hello?
Hello. Is this me?
Sorry about that. That was her doctor's office calling. That's why I muted it. It's all good. I told her potassium was a little low, though. Got to eat more bananas. But everything else was good.
Yeah.
Eat more bananas. Banana? Banana. Say something dirty.
Smack you. I will smack you.
I'll be nice.
Really?
Yeah.
Since when? Since when?
There comes Dad.
Good.
Oops. People probably heard you.
Oops.
Oops. Well, that was fun enough. That's a deep subject.
Probably have to come back one more time.
Oh,
And I go back to my wraps. My left leg still got 2. My right one's okay. I can put my wrap back on it when I get ready to, or if I need to. But I've been sitting with them propped up and everything. See,
yeah.
Yeah.
that recliners is a
Helps out a lot.
lifesaver.
Helps out a lot, don't it?
Yeah.
Told you that.
Well, I knew that.
Then why weren't you doing it?
Because he's stubborn as a jackass.
Well,
Well,
But we love you, Dad.
well, nothing. Damn it.
All right, ladies and gentlemen, we're going to get out of here. Love you guys. Thank you all for sitting here listening with us. Remember, get out and find an adventure.
We do.
Come on.